What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, we're going to be previewing the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. The 2023 NASCAR Cup season is expected to have many changes, including new tracks, new sets of tires for certain types of racetracks, and also many team changes, and also some team negotiations going into 2023. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. The first thing we'll talk about for 2023 is the 75th anniversary. This upcoming season in 2023 will be the 75th year in NASCAR Cup Series history, which is a very traditional year where many big things happen. We're going to be seeing NASCAR on the Rose Parade in 2023, along with many other additions coming for 2023 as well. With it being the 75th year, it's going to be a very historic season. We're probably going to be seeing a new list instead of top 50. We're probably going to be seeing the top 75 greatest NASCAR drivers of all time. Those are changes coming for the 75th year. Along with some changes for the 75th anniversary, there's going to be some new tracks joining NASCAR in 2023. The first track, though, is a track that used to be on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule for many years, and that is North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro is making its turn for the first time since 1996 and will host the All-Star race. It will also host the Truck Series race as well on that same weekend. It may see the recovery for North Wilkesboro in the last couple of years. That track's been kind of on the growth and development to come back to NASCAR, and that track will make its return in 2023. Along with the old, you've got the new. NASCAR will host, for the first time in history, a street course race in Chicago. This race is expected to be around for the next couple of years, but Chicago Street Course will host its first ever NASCAR Cup Series date. Many new fans will be showing up to that event for sure. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, and we're going to see a Chicago Street Course race in 2023. Something that's also going to be changing in 2023 is that there are going to be some rain tires that are going to be available on ovals in 2023. At 6 ovals next year, that being the LA Coliseum, at North Wilkesboro, New Hampshire, Phoenix, you name it, certain tracks will be able to have rain tires at the ovals. This will be in hope to basically, what the hope is that they are hoping to speed up the process of drying the racetrack so we can get the races started a little bit sooner. Instead of waiting about 2 hours on one of these short tracks, you'll hopefully be able to have these races started a little bit sooner. So that is a really cool change that is going to be coming in 2023, is that rain tires are going to be available on certain types of oval tracks in 2023. In addition to those changes, we got a lot of team changes heading into 2023. But the biggest team change of all is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch will be joining Rich Childress Racing in 2023 after driving for Jogas Racing for the last 15 seasons. Kyle Busch jumps away from that team and will drive now for Richard Childress Racing. This year is expected to be a really strong year for Kyle Busch at RCR as RCR looks to really improve on their craft. I think Kyle Busch in 2023 is going to be a legitimate championship threat. That 8 car looked really strong in 2022 with Tyler Reddick. I think Kyle Busch will make the championship 4 in 2023, and I think it's going to be a really big year for Kyle Busch going in this season because I think he is going to have a really strong season, and I think he will be a threat in 2023. Another team that's making big changes is 2311 Racing, as Todd Reddick will be moving away from Richard Childress Racing in the number 8 team and will join 2311 Racing to drive the number 45 car. Todd Reddick's coming off of a very strong season in 2022, where Todd Reddick went on to go and score a ton of victories, 3 victories to be exact in 2022, and had a shot at making it far in the playoffs, but unfortunately got eliminated in the round of 16 after some issues in the first round. I think Todd Reddick is going to be one to watch going into the 2023 season because of how much prowess he has, and I think he'll be a legitimate threat to win the championship in 2023 with 2311 Racing. Todd Reddick, though, will be replacing Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch will not be racing full-time in 2023 after concussion-like symptoms. Now, Kurt Busch hopes to race part-time in 2023. It's unclear how many races he's going to run, but he has to first get medically cleared, and at this time, he has not been medically cleared to race in 2023 at this point. So the hope for Kurt Busch is that he can get medically cleared to race in NASCAR in 2023. He hopes to run at tracks like Darlington and Watkins Glen. He's not won there in the Cup Series at both of those racetracks. He hopes to go there and win at those tracks. There's some new changes coming in 2023 with another organization, and that's Petty GMS. Now, the biggest one is Jimmy Johnson, as Jimmy Johnson is going to become a co-owner / driver at Petty GMS. Jimmy Johnson will run around 5 to 6 NASCAR Cup Series races in 2023. The number has not been determined, and outside of the Daytona 500, the rest of the schedule has not been determined yet for Jimmy Johnson. My prediction is that Jimmy Johnson is going to run the number 49 car, though, and I also think he's going to run at North Wilkesboro, the Chicago Street Course, maybe Auto Club, maybe he runs a Worldwide Technology Raceway, but I think if you're a Jimmy Johnson fan, you've got to be extremely excited for Jimmy Johnson making a return, and I think he's going to be in a great addition to the team in 2023 in those select races. In addition to the Jimmy Johnson coming back, you've got Noah Gragson joining Petty GMS in 2023. Noah Gragson had a really strong Xfinity Series tenure in 2022 where he ended up scoring 8 victories. I think that Noah Gragson is going to be a legitimate threat to win some races next year in a couple select races. Now, I'm not expecting to be a championship threat because Petty GMS has not gotten to those levels yet. But I do think that Noah Gragson is going to do a really strong job with the team going into 2023, and I expect Noah Gragson to have a big year in 2023 as a rookie. Noah Gragson going into 2023, though, will be replacing Ty Dillon, as Ty Dillon moves away from Petty GMS and will drive for Spire Motorsports in 2023 in the number 77 car. Let's be honest with ourselves, I don't think a lot of us have really high expectations for Ty Dillon going into 2023. It's not that we don't trust Ty Dillon, it's that Ty Dillon has really struggled and he doesn't always get the best out of equipment. He performs about where the equipment generally performs. I'm not expecting Ty Dillon to set the world on fire in 2023, but I do think he'll have a decent year, and hopefully he can get Spire Motorsports some decent runs in 2023. You got some other changes happening at Joe Gibbs Racing next year. With Kyle Busch leaving to go to Rich Jones Racing, you have Ty Gibbs who will be joining Joe Gibbs Racing on a full-time basis in the NASCAR Cup Series. What's also changing is the number, as Ty Gibbs will not be driving number 18, he'll be driving the number 54, which means this will be the first time that the number 18 will not be in the NASCAR Cup Series since 1991, I believe. It's been a long time since the number 18 was not in the Cup Series. Ty Gibbs, though, will be looking to have a really strong rookie season, hopes to have a really good year with the Joe Gibbs Racing Group. With him being a rookie, I'm not so sure how he's going to do. I think he'll have some decent runs next year, but I don't expect Ty Gibbs to completely set the world on fire in 2023 as a rookie. You also have some big changes coming to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2023, as Ryan Preece will be replacing Cole Custer. As Cole Custer moves back to the Xfinity Series, Ryan Preece will drive full-time the number 41 car for Stewart-Haas Racing in 2023. This is a great opportunity for Ryan Preece because Ryan Preece has not had a top-tier opportunity in the Cup Series before. The teams he's driven previously for in the Cup Series are JTG Doherty and Ricker Racing. Not the fastest teams in the world, if you ask me. I think Ryan Preece is going to have a pretty good year with Stewart-Haas Racing just because Ryan Preece has a lot of that experience and that Cup Series experience, and I think he will do a very good job in 2023. Now, I'm not expecting him to make the playoffs, but I think compared to what Cole Custer did, I think he's going to outperform Cole Custer in 2023, and I think we're going to see a pretty good season come from Ryan Preece next year. I think Ryan Preece has a really strong year in 2023. There's also going to be a new team that's going to be joining the NASCAR Cup Series in 2023, as Thrift Racing will be looking to run around 8 to 10 races in 2023. The goal for that team is to partner up with ECR Engines and also make their debut at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They have their eyes on Christopher Tate and Ryan Vargas, but the goal right now for that team is to right now only run a few select races. Basically, what they want to do is they only want to go ahead and run with drivers that have the experience. So drivers like Justin Allgaier have been kind of rumbled, and also maybe have Kaz Grall as a potential option that they could go with heading into 2023. It'll be very interesting to see, though, who they decide to go with heading into 2023. In the Chevy compartment, you've got another driver who's coming back full-time in the Cup Series, and that is AJ Allmendinger. AJ Allmendinger will be full-time for the first time in the Cup Series since 2018 after a lot of successful Xfinity Series tenures the last couple of years. AJ looks to have a really strong year as he returns to the Cup Series. I really think AJ is going to be really strong in the 2023 season, and I think he's going to do a really good job with Kaulig Racing. I expect him to win a race or two, and I think AJ will be somewhat of an underdog for the championship. I think he's going to be a driver you have to watch for on a lot of different tracks. He's good on short tracks, he's good on road courses, and he's good on a lot of different types of tracks. I expect AJ to have a good year, and I think he will have a really good year in 2023. You also have a change coming for Live Fast Motorsports going into next year, as Live Fast Motorsports will be switching from Fords to Chevys in 2023, as they will basically be switching to get better performance. Live Fast Motorsports has been a Ford team the last couple years, but they partnered up with E-Star Engines, and they look to become a much stronger organization heading into 2023. They have Josh Wiggin making select starts for the team next year, and they look to have a great year heading into 2023. You've got some other drivers also, though, that are going to be running part-time. First, you have Zane Smith, who will be running part-time with Front Row Motorsports in the Cup Series in 2023. The number has not been announced at this current moment for that team. I would think it'd be number 36. He'll run in the Daytona 500 and will run around 5 to 6 Cup Series starts in 2023. Zane Smith looks to have a really strong year in 2023. And finally, you've got Austin Hill, who will be driving for Beer Motorsports for 6 races in 2023. All 4 Super Speedway races, but also at the Chicago Street Course and also at Michigan Speedway. I think Austin Hill will be very solid in Super Speedway tracks. You look how good he was in the Xfinity Series with Richard Childress Racing. I think he's going to have a good shot to make the Daytona 500, and I think we're going to see Austin Hill have a pretty good year with the Beard Motorsports group. But that's what the team changes. Now you've got one of the bigger stories going into 2023, and that is going to be when it comes to TV negotiations. TV negotiations for 2023 are expected to heat up because the TV contracts end at the end of 2023, and we'll most likely 24. And we most likely are going to know what the TV partners are going to be for 2025 by the end of this year. And the TV contracts are, like I said, expected to really heat up. It sounds like there are 3 TV brands that are in the running for the TV contract. You've got NBC and Fox, who currently hold the deal, and you also have ESPN, who's also in the running as well to potentially get the rights. Some people think that Fox and ESPN are going to win the rights, and some people think that NBC and ESPN are going to win the rights, or Fox and NBC are going to win the rights. I predict that we're going to see NBC and ESPN maybe win it. I would love for NBC and ESPN to win it, but one of the things that some are worried about is that some races could be exclusively on Peacock, and that could become a really big issue down the road. These TV deals are going to be really, really important going into 2023, and it's one thing to watch as we get close to the start of 2023 is these TV negotiations and the TV rights heading into 2023. So, that is going to be for the short 2023 NASCAR Cup Series preview. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as for me on Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's video. What are your thoughts about the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series preview? Did you enjoy it? And are you excited for the 2023 season as we get closer to the start of 2023? Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow on my channel, I'm not sure what's going to be on the channel. It's either going to be a team preview on the channel, or we're going to be having the goals for 2023 out on the channel tomorrow. I'll determine what that will come out. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.